Alrighty folks, it's been a hot minute since I've done one of these, so let me see if I can get through it without screwing it up too badly. As you can see, we got a little room change coming to you live from the new Ridge Rock Studios. I'm just kidding. I have moved after living at my old address for almost 24 years, so it's been a painstaking and arduous journey, which is one reason why I haven't posted so much. Just a little brief whining. When I was moving, those racks, the movers, I specifically asked them, can you guys wrap these and move them without me having to take all the CDs off? And they're like, oh yeah, no problem. Moving day, they get there, they start trying to move, and we're like, hey, we can't do these. If we try and move these to wrap them, they're gonna collapse. So I had to just quickly load them up into boxes. Luckily I had enough boxes on hand, but there wasn't really time to organize them. So that turned into a big mess. Made getting all this stuff set up. My house is still a complete disaster area, but at least I got the CDs off the floor because I was having to reuse the boxes to go back and forth. Long story. But anyway, I got a few CDs here. Some of these I've had for quite a while. Like I said, I was busy with moving, busy with the album of the year stuff, and I just got in the weeds. So hopefully I can get back on track. First up, let's start with a little classic. See if you can see that. I'm gonna have to figure out the lighting in this room here. That's Uli Jean Roth, Transcendental Sky Guitar. This is a 2 CD set. One's side A is called the Phoenix, and side B, the CD2, is called the Dragon. It's a mixture of live stuff and studio stuff. I mean, if you like Uli, you're gonna like it. It's quality. I mean, I got a bunch of Uli stuff, but I was trying to capitalize on some shipping, and I saw this one, so I was like, yeah, nothing wrong with adding some more Uli to the collection. Then we got some new wave of traditional heavy metal. This is Shadows. So I got Shadows. The lighting in here is shit. I'm gonna have to get a lamp in here. It's called Out for Blood. These guys are out of Chile. They get compared a lot to Merciful Fate and King Diamond. I don't know how much the guy, I mean, the band kind of has a little Merciful Fate in them. Maybe early Ghost, a little bit of Portrait. The guy doesn't sound too much like King Diamond, but you know, anytime somebody sings in a spooky voice, they want to say they sound like King Diamond. The first time I heard this, which was probably on New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal website, I don't know, it didn't click with me. So let me see if I can get that better on there. Pretty cool album cover. And then Sea of Tranquility brought it up on their New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal primer. So I gave it another shot, and immediately I was like, I don't know what you were hearing the first time, because this sounds killer. So it's good stuff. Then for a little old school, Y&T Mean Streak. I had this on vinyl, actually a Japanese import, and it was in really good shape, so I decided I was going to sell it, but I put it up on sale, so I was like, I need to get another copy of this one. It's got a bonus track on here, I'm Not Sorry. It's been a long time since I had listened to this album. I had always had Earthshaker as on #1 Y&T album with Mean Streak at #2. I think I'm gonna have to move Mean Streak up there. You can tell this is the Rock Candy reissue. Quality album. I would say, I don't know, there's a little dip drop in songwriting quality on Black Tiger, in my opinion, from Earthshaker to Mean Streak. I know a lot of people like Black Tiger the best, but I think there's a little drop off in quality. Maybe not songwriting quality as much as lyrical content. There's some pretty cheesy lyrics on Black Tiger. And coming up here, Savatage, Streets, a rock opera, the narrated version. This comes with a DVD too. I knew about these reissues, but I didn't figure I needed to get them. I've since changed my mind, but I did not know that this one came with a DVD, and I did not know that it had the full narrated version on it. And it's cool. It kind of adds more to the story, you know. And if you're a Savatage fan, you definitely dig it. I think Streets is a killer album. Then we got some new wave of British heavy metal. This band's called War Machine. I actually found out about them from the YouTube channel New Wave of British Heavy Metal. I don't know how anybody had not stolen that name before, but this guy got to it, and his channel seems fairly new. Called Unknown Soldier. Pretty good stuff. I mean, I like to collect all kinds of new wave British heavy metal. The more obscure the band, the better. This is their only release. They actually are a female-fronted band, which I can, off the top of my head, I can only think of Satanic Rites as another new wave of British heavy metal band that was female-fronted. Girls' School, Rock Goddess, they were all female bands, not just female-fronted like War Machine. I think Elixir, maybe Later Day, Cloven Hoof, good stuff. And then this one right here, we got Tygers of Tang, the MCA years. So this has the first 4 albums, and then disc 5 called At the BBC, which has, it's not numbered on here, about 15, 16, 17 tracks on it. Now I had all of these except for the Cage. I ordered this way back in November. Rip John Sykes. And I hadn't gotten around to listening to it. And I was listening to the Cage the day the Movers showed up. And man, I can't find that CD for the life of me. It's got the little booklet and the little sleeves, Wildcat. Still my favorite. I love it. So raw. Spellbound, Crazy Nights, and then this is At the BBC, 1980, 1982. I'm very perplexed about what the hell I did with that Cage CD. Now, I did only listen to it once. I had never heard it before. And it would definitely be number 4 out of if I was to rank these. It had a couple of good songs on it, but if you didn't know who Tygers of Tang were, and you played Wildcat for somebody, and then you played the Cage for them, they would have no clue that was even the same band. But anyway, it's driving me nuts that I can't find that CD. I don't know what the hell I did with it. Such is life. It should turn up one day. But anyway, there's 6 more editions for the rock stock inventory. I'll try and stay on top of these a little bit better now that I got a place actually set up where I can do it. I just need to fix the lighting. Alrighty, you guys have a good one.